Hi and welcome to my channel. I am sure you must have heard that Davido lost his son with Chioma Ifeanyi Adeleke. It's alleged that the baby got drowned in the pool. There are several versions as to what happened, but the longer and short of it is that Chioma and Davido were not in town. They traveled to Ibadan for what's his name, Clark's Adeleke's mom's birthday that held on Sunday. So they weren't back as at Monday evening when this sad incident happened. So according to, as I say, there are several versions. According to a close source to the family, as reported by Gislover. So let me read Gislover's article. The spokesperson of the Lagos State Police Command, SP Benjamin Hundeyin, has confirmed that 8 of the domestic staff of singer Davido have been brought in for questioning following the drowning of his son, Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi, who turned 3 on October 20th, drowned in the swimming pool in the singer's Banana Island home on Monday, October the 31st. Speaking to Linda Ikeji, Hyundai said 8 of the domestic staff were brought in for questioning today, November 1st. He said after investigation, those found not culpable in the unfortunate incident will be released, while those found culpable will remain with the police for further investigation. Let me quote what he said. They were brought in questioning, not arrests. Anybody found not culpable will be released immediately after, while those found culpable will remain with us to further our investigation, he said. According to a source close to the heartbreaking incident, the nanny was with Ifeanyi and the chef came to join them. The nanny was said to have moved slightly away to receive a call. When she returned, she couldn't find Ifeanyi and assumed he was with the chef, but the chef said he had left Ifeanyi with her. They began to frantically look for Ifeanyi all around the house for over 20 minutes until a security guard spotted him in the pool. No one could explain how the boy got in the pool. Davina and Chioma was said to have returned from their trip to the devastating news. The video ran mad. He literally removed his clothes and wanted to run into the streets. He was held back. He and Chioma are inconsolable. The boy's body has been taken to the mortuary and there are indications that an autopsy will be done to determine the cause of death. This is pretty sad. If you follow this page, you know that I am such a huge fan of the video. I'm such a huge fan of everything the video. So I have constantly been like want to follow up on family G's and all that. And I tell you for free that Ifeanyi was such an active child. You know, this kind of child that he barely stayed at a place. And I remember during his birthday photo shoot, he couldn't even stay, like they couldn't get him to stay at a place. It was so bad that he didn't have like a picture, like his last birthday picture. You wouldn't see anyone where he was like facing the cameras because they couldn't get him. Even at the point the video tried to pin him down, hold him by, but he just couldn't stay. So the photographer had to like snap from various angles, you know. So this whole news has broke. I've been so sad. Even when this news broke yesterday, like I couldn't just get myself to make this video. I was like, God, I don't want to do this. This is so sad. I just hope the video will come out and say, oh, this it's rumor, it's not true. Ifeanyi is alive. I would have been so excited. I was really hoping for a miracle. So it's gathered that right now Davido and Chioma are in Davido's father's house in Lekki and nobody from 30BG is allowed there. His started birthday plans have been put on hold. And the real story is crazy because people are wondering how Ifeanyi could open a huge thick door and got outside and nobody saw him. We just hope for the best and a thorough investigation. My heart goes out to Chef Chi and the video. This must be a very trying period. And also, Cutie talked about Cutie. You know, Cutie Jules, the blogger. She gave a totally different version of what happened. She said the nanny took him upstairs to prepare him for bed. So this little one opened the bedroom or whatever door, came running downstairs, opened that main door and ran into the pool and got drowned. There are lots of loopholes in these stories, but the sad thing is that Tiffany is dead. That's just the sad thing in all of these stories. Like the boy is gone and gone forever. This is so heartbreaking. When this Ifeanyi's death rumor started, Eniola Badmos actually made people believe, because we all know she's very close to the video. She made this post on Instagram, and it really got people so rattled up. And honestly, I think if something happens to your close friend or family member, you don't need to run to social media to announce without permission. It's a very bad thing. People need to do better. I mean, given the circumstances, I would expect that someone who has that level of access to me will be intelligent enough to respect my privacy. But of course, let it be that the first person to post and trend before the blogs begin to share. Man, it is very bad. Like this thing Eniola did there, it's very hurtful. I am glad she deleted the post. But trust me, once you put out a post on social media, you do not have control over it, because people will, take the post and do with it what they like. The situation is really bad, and I just remembered the video teaching Ifeanyi how to swim. Like, was teaching that was like few days ago. He was teaching him how to swim, and I was like, oh my god, David, this boy is not interested in. The whole story is tiring. Oh, I just pray that God comforts David. You see, one thing about life, sometimes when we make plans, God laughs at us. The video had lots of lovely plans for November. His birthday, he had a song coming up, he had a tour. I don't know what will happen to like his international the concerts he has been booked for. I hope the organizers are kind enough to let him grieve and maybe resume when he's mentally ready. Like, I've been thinking, I could barely sleep last night. Seriously, I had a whole lot on my mind. Even the Catholics celebrate All Saints today, and I was in church this morning. I was lost in thoughts. Like, I had so much going through my mind. I can't imagine what Chioma and the video are going through. Must be really hard. Fanny was such an active boy. My goodness. And the video has broken his silence on the death of his son, Ifeanyi. This was what he posted on Snapchat. Ifeanyi, why I had plans for you, with a photo of Ifeanyi. This is part of Ifeanyi's birthday pictures. He posted it saying, Ifeanyi, why I had plans for you. And some celebrities have taken to social media to condone with singer Davido. We have Miss Yeke here, and Lush AB, Obi Kubana's wife. We also have Timi Dakolo and Frank Edoho of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We have MI and Busola Dakolo, among others. So while we await investigations, I will advise we approach this issue with empathy. There's no need apportioning blames. Oh, Chama should have done this, the video should have done that, because I have seen a couple of such tweets and Facebook posts. We need to be passionate. We need to be kind. This can happen to anybody. If you're someone who have cared for kids, you know that toddlers are very tricky. They are very quick. Like, things happen in a flash and you won't even know what hit you. So we need to be kinder to these people, because they are hurting already. I know they are going to live with the guilt for life, but we just need to extend a level of grace to them. We don't need to point out their errors. We don't need to tell them how they should have covered the pool. We don't need to tell them what they should have done differently, what should have saved the life of the child. We just need to be more passionate. We need to have empathy. We need to sympathize with them. They are grieving. We need to respect their privacy at this point. I love that 30BG crew are not allowed anywhere close to avoid, information and maybe photographs leaking, because at this point I think the family, the parents, Ifeanyi and Chefchi, have the right to mourn in whichever or whatever capacity they feel like, without camera lights flashing on their faces. We pray for the repose of the soul of Ifeanyi Adeleke. We pray that God comforts his family, because this is too much.